Good evening, y'all. We're gonna make some Maryland style baked crab dip. Real Babes has been wanting it, and we've had almost all the ingredients, but not quite everything. So we went to Pueblo last night and we got some ground powdered mustard. That was the last thing we needed. And we picked up a loaf of sourdough because we both really enjoy sourdough with the baked crab dip. And this stuff is really easy. It goes together fast, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. First, we're gonna start with 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now, you're supposed to start with room temperature softened cream cheese. We didn't plan ahead, which we never do when we make this. So we are going to microwave it in low time intervals until it gets soft enough to like whip it up. Okay, cream cheese is good and whipped up. And now we're gonna add 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and a 1/2 cup of sour cream. Mayonnaise is in, and now comes a 1/2 cup of sour cream. We're gonna get this mixed up really, really well before adding any other ingredients. You can see it's starting to mix. And now we're gonna add about a 1/4, or actually about a cup, sorry, of sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, we're gonna add about a 1/2 teaspoon of ground mustard. We're gonna do a full teaspoon of lemon juice. And we're gonna do almost 2 teaspoons of Old Bay. And we're gonna finish it off with just about 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. And now we are gonna mix that up very thoroughly. We are now in the home stretch. We've got to fold in a pound of crab meat. We are getting close. So now we have to turn the oven on. Well, there we go. And we're gonna preheat it to 375. You want to squeeze the lid down on the crab because you want to drain it as much as you can. We don't want any moisture, we just want crab. Now, the recipe truly calls for lump crab. I could not find any at the Pueblo, so we are using canned, like shredded crab, I guess. I've got a 1/2 pound in, and I'm gonna start very gently folding it into our mixture. And we are ready to add the last 1/2 pound. Get this folded in, and then we are ready for our transfer to our little casserole type dish. Okay, here it comes. Almost all done. Okay, shook up and bang it around a little, get it nice and level. And now we're gonna cover the top with a little bit of cheese. We are still on preheat, and there is our cheese topped goodness. Now, y'all can see how thick it is. Usually use a 9-inch pan, and this is like 9 by 6. and we cook it at 375 for about 25-30 minutes until it basically gets all bubbly, and I'll show y'all. You can tell when it's done. But because it's usually in a bigger pan, so there's less of it, it's not as thick, we're probably gonna have to cook this a little bit longer. I might even have to bring it down to 350 and cook it longer and then finish at 375. Okay, I brought the temp down to 350 and it was preheated. So we're gonna go ahead and throw our yumminess in there, and we're gonna give it about 15 minutes. Now, y'all noticed I didn't use teaspoons or a measuring cup. I pretty much just eyeballed everything. And that's because we're cooking. I have a pretty good idea of what a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, a quarter cup is. And this is cooking, it's not baking. Baking, everything has to be precise. I was actually talking with a neighbor at Simple today, and she was talking about how much she enjoys baking. And she said it's kind of like chemistry. And it is, because your temps, your times, your ingredient, everything, as far as the amounts and stuff, all has to be precise, or it comes out screwed up. Not necessarily the case when you're just cooking, which is what we're doing tonight. Okay, it is, what time is it? 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna go enjoy a Coca-Cola Zero and come back and check on that in about 15 minutes. Okay. Panes de vida, the bread of life. San Francisco sourdough. That's what we're gonna be using with the crab dip. Okay, it's starting to bubble. We can probably bring the temp up now. We brought the temp up to 375, and we're gonna give it another 15 minutes. It's been in there, let me see, just about 20. So that'll be 35 as opposed to 25, and that should be good enough. We'll check it again in a minute. Okay, we got the handy dandy hot pot holders. Let's check this out. It's bubbling good. It looks like it's pretty much cooked through, but we want to brown it on top a little bit, so we're gonna, y'all can see the cheese isn't totally melted. So we're gonna leave it in there for another 5-10 minutes. But we are getting so close. I'm gonna put some of the slices of sourdough in to toast them up. We are almost there, and I'm gonna have a little bit of coquito while we wait. And if y'all don't know what coquito is, Google it. It's good stuff. Okay, the bread is toasty. The dip is almost done. Here's some sourdough served on some of the finest paperware that Pueblo has to offer, with a spoon ready to dig into that dip. Okay, stop that. Woo, ready to pull that out. Oh, this stuff is scaldingly hot. And let me put it here rather than on the countertop. Okay. Now we have to wait a good little while for that to cool down. Look at it. Oh, it smells so good. Hi, Choco. Neighbor dog! Hey! Okay, I am grabbing some dog food, and I am gonna go let neighbor dog and little buddy in the yard to eat. And for those of y'all that are new to the channel, my wife and I live in Islote, Puerto Rico, and we have a bunch of dogs, and we have other dogs that us and our friend Victor take care of, and they are Satos, and they just run loose. Hi, neighbor dog, but they come here for dinner. Hi, baby girl. You guys hungry? Come here. Neighbor dog and Kaza are BFFs. Kaza is a tire biter. Hey, come on, let's eat. This is neighbor dog, and this is little buddy. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. You want to get some nums? That's Choco. That's one of our dogs. Come on. Wiggles is inside. There you go. We have another dog, an old dog, Mr. Wiggles, and him and, come on, Kaza. He and little buddy have major beef. Okay, come here, little buddy. Hey, Kaza, neighbor dog, that's for little buddy. Neighbor dog. Okay, neighbor dog's gonna be a jerk. Here, you get a double portion, but you will be splitting that with little buddy. Hi, little buddy. Little buddy's a good boy. He doesn't really let anyone touch him, but he's a good boy. And these dogs are ours. Well, two of ours. Hi, little buddy. Hi, buddy. He's a good boy, though, aren't you? Okay, our dogs got fed earlier, and then I heard neighbor dog and little buddy, so I decided to feed them. And I decided to break away from the paperware, and I'm going to try to plate it up and give it a little better presentation. I wish I had dried chives, which I don't, but I'm going to put a little bit of oregano just to give it some color, and it really didn't do much for me. Okay, I'm about to go set that up and see what Real Babes has to say about it. We've got crab dip, sourdough, paper towels, hot sauce, and now we have a spoon. Okay, presentation isn't all that.
It looks amazing.
Well, let's see what you think. You've been wanting it.
I have. This looks so good. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, baby.
Oh wow, it's a lot hotter than I thought it was. I thought I gave it enough time.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I don't even know if you'll be able to take a bite.
It is really, look at see all the steam.
Yeah.
I might give it just a second.
Okay. How is it?
It's so good. Everything I hoped it would be.
Oh wow.
Oh.
We haven't had that in so long.
I know.
That is so good.
It really is.
Look, neighbor dog's here.
Hi, neighbor dog.
Neighbor dog is pretty much a wild dog. You want to come in? You want to come in? She has only, Chaka of course wants in. You want in?
She's feral. She's for the streets.
She is. She's feral. She's for the streets. She's come in the house once and she got so excited. I don't know if I've ever seen a dog that happy in my entire life. And then what, 10, 15 minutes into it, she got like real nervous. Like she went from like on the bed like, oh my goodness, to like, oh, I am in the human world. I must leave. And then she went outside. She can see you eating. Neighbor dog, come on in. You want to come in? She's not gonna come in.
Pass.
Yeah. Hi, baby. That's it. It's not rocket surgery, y'all. Cooking is a lot of trial and error. You figure out what you like. It's fun. You play. It allows you to be creative. And that's what we did tonight. We had fun. We followed a recipe that we've been using for a while. And we've sort of tweaked it around a little. But that is our super quick and easy Maryland style baked crab. I hope y'all try it. I hope y'all like it. We love y'all and we will see y'all as soon as we turn the GoPro back on. Night, y'all.